we have got 2 Patreon-requested album reviews this week on the podcast. First, we're going nowhere with Duckwrth and Kickdrums, was it?
Yeah, this was requested by Benjamin W.
I'm no stranger to Duckwrth, actually, going into this review. So to go back to the first album here was interesting because I'd never listened to it. And it was considerably different than what I was expecting.
I thought this album was goddamn incredible. The only thing, again, this is an album that I feel like it would be shorter to say the things I didn't like. Oh my god, Indica LaRue? Bro, I could not stop singing that song. Indica LaRue. Indica. Oh man, you gotta listen to that one. But, oh, and Skank?
Skank,
bro,
yeah.
That shit was like low-key, straight up, the new punk hip-hop. Like, listen to that shit and tell me that doesn't sound like pop punk from the early 2000s, but for hip-hop, you know?
I knew Skank would resonate with you, specifically because of the ska kick you've been on. that you would be able to relate, woo. But,
bro, this shit is nuts.
The songs themselves vary a good bit more also in style than he does later on. I think it was more or less just getting used to the kick drums. I think that might have been what really made it so different was that centralized thing, because he came at it very soft on this album compared to how hard he goes on the later ones. So maybe I was just expecting that Duckwrth that I was used to, and it just struck me different. But no, this album's great. Make no mistake, I'm not trying to shortcut it at all. I really liked it. I like how varied the topics are on here. He's just kind of all over the place talking about women. Then he'll be talking about some gangsta shit like Unagi. And then he's talking about just like the industry and making it in like Naruto. And he's all over the place. And I like a magic bullet. But yeah, I took it a lot. I would probably say like just kind of cutting to the chase here. Overall, I'd probably say somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5 for me.
I would actually lean towards that 4.5. Because,
yeah.
You know, like, even the little skits and stuff like that were just, like, parts that I just wanted to listen to. Unagi! Yo, so that's the one song where it kind of sounds like, is this, like, the strip club song? And then halfway through, he's like, man, why am I making a strip club song, but on it I'm saying this other shit, you know? And he was just like, you know, at first it was just like, girl, shake that ass, sort of, you know, and then he was just like, I'm talking about I'd rather shoot, but I'd rather shoot at a cop with a camera for attacking a black kid. I was like, oh shit. What sucks about this one is that there's only like 4 songs with lyrics on them. On Genius, unfortunately. Magic Bullet was interesting for me. I didn't know how to feel about it, because it was like, especially with the cover being the actual assassination of JFK, it was just like, this feels in poor taste, you know?
Well, I mean, it's him, right?
Yeah, well, the thing that the song was about, and it was interesting because, to me, it felt like it was trying to make, you know, violence, you know, realistic in a way. So, you know, the whole song, I was just kind of thinking like, man, I don't know how I feel about listening to a song. It's like talking about, ooh, the magic bullet is, you know, it's gonna get you, or shoot that magic bullet, ricochet these words just like a magic bullet. It's in my head just like a magic bullet. And I was just like, this feels weird. But then when it was saying like, be careful listening to my music, cause they might treat you like a threat and then your ass might get JFK. I was like, huh, okay. Alright, I think I see what you're doing here. Like, you know, that was a brave decision to put in a song like that, you know? Cause I don't know about you, but I don't know if I feel like listening to a song where someone's like, yeah, man, this is the song you might get capped to.
I do gotta say, the clever wordplay of bouncing around my head like a magic bullet because of how, like, mysterious, that was like, damn, that's really good. Like, I never would have thought about that shit.
It's like, god damn it, that's dark and macabre, but I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's dark and violent, but it's smart and witty at the same time.
You know what it is? I did not like the outro.
Okay.
dude, that bass was so fucking loud. Like, I'm trying to hear what he's saying. I'm just like, I specifically wanted to stop the album. You know, I mean, it's at the end, but so it doesn't really matter. But it was just like, I want to hear what you're saying, but fuck, man, I'm gonna get a headache, you know? But other than that, and Psycho.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Psycho. That's the one that's been stuck in my head.
Where it's like, I love this girl, but she's going to kill me. It's just like, man, that is a hard situation.
What's she gonna do?
Yep. But it's just like, hey, you know, what do they tell you, man? Be careful. Be careful who you put your dick in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a joke. Tech 9 should have been told your ass with Psycho Bitch, bro. It's not a game out here. Don't play around with these women's hearts, bro.
You know, I do wish they would have done more with, again, you know, because you gotta look at it as the big picture here. You have the intro, you're talking about going to nowhere, you got a song called Nowhere, you talk about nowhere, you mention it a few times. Doesn't really feel like they explore that enough.
Yeah, not one Courage the Cowardly Dog reference? Really?
No.
Yeah, Sky Blue, he should have been on this album.
Uh-huh.
You know he should have had a feature track. Going forward, so I feel like, I mean, that's how I feel about that album. I don't know if there's anything else to say.
No, I would definitely lean more towards that 4.5 myself. I would definitely revisit this one. And I'm just gonna say as an aside, people, check out all of Duckwrth stuff, because it's all great. But going into our second review, we got Kurupt, The Streetz is a Mother, requested by Royce A. Murray. Thank you very much. And I'm going to say it right here. If you have an album that you would like to request for us to review on the podcast, check out either of our Patreon pages. That's patreon.com/rapcritic or patreon.com/muse. Check the pages for details. Kurupt. Gangsta West Coast hip-hop from 1999.
And it shows.
Wayback Machine. Yeah. I was trying to think about the landscape because 1999, I'm 11 or 12, depending on the month.
Yeah, you know, Wu-Tang came out with their double LP, I believe, the year before.
Uh-huh.
You know, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Ah, okay. Yeah. You're gonna have to fill in the empties, the pieces for me, because to me, 1999 hip-hop, my frame of reference was like Eminem. That's about it. Yeah.
Will Smith, look at you.
I don't know what the hell was going on at that time, but here you got Snoop Dogg in his No Limit days.
Which is an unfortunate time. I think it's really funny that, you know, I'm just listening to Snoop Dogg's gospel album in 2018. By the way, it's fire. It is flames. Yes, it is awesome. And I'm just like, wow, you know, I find it really interesting because, you know, I've been really getting back into my faith, you know?
Right,
and so I was like, what bigger sign is there?
It's a Snoop Dogg gospel album.
Hey, rap critic, getting back into religion, trying to figure out whether or not you should really get into it. Snoop Dogg just released a gospel album. So going from that to listening to this album on which Snoop Dogg has a verse or two.
Yeah, he pops up a few times, yeah.
It's just like, huh. Wow. Like, if you had gone back and told No Limit Snoop Dogg that in, like, 18 years, he's gonna be, like, in the length that it takes to raise your son, you're going to create a gospel album. It is like, man, the world is, man, this world, bro. But anyway, let's get back to your boy, Kurupt. So 1999, we got Kurupt with his album. You know, gangster rap isn't really like at the top, but it's not going anywhere. You got DMX. He sort of revived it after Tupac and Biggie, you know, died in 96 and 97. So he kind of revived it in 98. You had like Big L kind of coming onto the scene, Big Pun, you know. And so it's like, it's a good day to be a lyrical rapper. It's a good day, You know, the gangster rap stuff, maybe you save that. Maybe don't make that the lead single, right? Maybe that's the album cut. You know, that's kind of where we are in hip hop. Although with Kurupt, especially since we're on the West Coast, you know, gangster rap was hip hop. Like, that didn't go nowhere.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
So now we have that type of flavor. We got Ice Cube. We got, you know, Kurupt, Snoop Dogg, Daz, you know, those type of cats sort of blowing up the scene. And then, I don't know what to tell you, but I was not impressed.
I don't know if impressed is really the word, or what is even the context. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think he was trying to impress.
It's the most average sounding gangster rap album I think you could ever come across. Like, if you just need, hey, what does a West Coast rap album sound like? It sounds about like this, you know?
I think it serves the purpose it was trying to achieve. I myself, again, wasn't impressed. I found myself enjoying it, though, for what it was. You know, again, putting it into perspective of when I first looked this up on Spotify before I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it gives you the remastered re-release date of 2012. Oh, fuck, this is 99. For a second there, I thought someone was producing an album that sounded like the 90s in 2012.
Yeah, because I was about to be like, huh, all right.
Yeah, like, if it was like a stylized thing, like a throwback, but if you don't got that going for you, and it is just 99, then you gotta take those stylized points away.
So we got your boy on one track. Like, just to give you an example of, like, you know, gangster rap, just because you were a gangster rapper doesn't mean you weren't lyrical, right?
Right.
But a lot of rappers, they just throw big words together. Try this on for size. We astronomical, phenomenal, magical, mathematical, taking your firstborn as collateral. I mean, that last line was, you know, okay, but it's like, what is this? What is this? Astronomical, phenomenal, magical, mathematical? What is that? What is all of that? That's just adjectives being thrown in for the sake of adjectives being thrown in. You don't think you're fucking mathematical? What the fuck is that? Yo, my dude actually said lyrical miracle on one of these tracks.
Ooh.
He actually said lyrical miracle, and I'm gonna fucking find it.
Did some siren alarm go off in your head when that fucking popped up?
It was on the first track. The first track, this man came out talking some, who am I? The incorrigible lyrical miracle. Yo! He actually called himself the lyrical miracle. We need to have like a count. We need to have it like, for like any rapper from the 90s who unironically uses the phrase lyrical miracle. We've already got one. And I can name you another one. It was on a Digital Underground song, on same song, where he says, the lyrical miracle whip, you know, but, like, he straight up for real said lyrical miracle. Like, wow. You know, because you always hear about, you know, if you're making fun of rappers, like, oh, rappers trying to sound all lyrical miracle, you know, like, or you rappers always talking about, my name is this and I'm here to say, you know, but this is like, it's always a treat to find someone actually doing it. Like, you know, like.
The living stereotype.
Yeah, like. This man, because he thought he was getting brolic with the lyrics, though, you know, like, oh, they weren't expecting the incorrigible lyrical miracle. They weren't expecting that one. It's horrible. Yeah, the incorrigible lyrical miracle is horrible. Let hysterical the way I embarrass you. I was like, okay, you know, but he kind of went somewhere with it at the end, you know, he kind of went somewhere with it, you know, but I just think it's funny. He starts off his verse, oh, psychosomatic, automatic, static, catatonic, supersonic, bubonic, chronic addict. Motherfucker, what did you just say you were? Psychosomatic? Do you know what psychosomatic even means? Like, I don't even know what psychosomatic means. I had to look that shit up. So I know your ass don't know what it means. Psychosomatic, of a physical illness or other condition caused or aggravated by a mental factor such as internal conflict or stress. Was that what you mean? Is that what you meant, my bro? Even, I could even give that a pass. Like, I'm ill, it's added on by the fact that I'm so under stress, Okay, you're psychosomatic, automatic, static, catatonic, supersonic. How the fuck can you be catatonic and supersonic? Cause catatonic is, I'm pretty sure that's someone who, can't move. You're psychosomatic, automatic, static, but you're catatonic. What?
You don't think he did the old Quavo special, do you?
My homeboy went to that rhyming dictionary.
Oh, no.
He got it cracking. He was like, yo, bubonic, that sounds serious. I think I'll throw that in there, too.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I heard that in reference to something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I'm trying to say? Like straight out the gate, you have this is what we a lot of times talk about lazy rappers in the sense of I don't write that much. I just say, I getting money. Look at my wrist, goddamn. Look at my bitch, goddamn. And that's its own problem. But we also gotta address another, problem. And that's these underground or trying to be smart rappers when over rapping. I'm the lyrical miracle, psychosomatic, automatic, static, catatonic, supersonic, bubonic, chronic addict. It's just that doesn't mean anything. How he starts the second verse, it's almost like he didn't even know that he already used some of these words. He says, I'm the tactical, acrobatical, automatically psychosomatic that got the verbally guided, visually you ride it, super like the Sonics. It's you already used 4 of these rhyme words already. You already used automatic and you used it twice. You used psychosomatic, you used supersonic, you know what I'm saying? And this is the first song. This is the song to show you just how dope he is. And it's just I'm already hearing past this,
This album is made for cruising, just driving around with your boys, kind of have it on in the background. Maybe not listen to so close.
It's sort of this is companion piece to the Chronic sort of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so typical. Of course I always listen to an album the first time through all the way, right? And then the second time, I listen to the first 5 tracks, and if it's good, I keep listening, right? Because I'm man, why waste my time? You know? I already heard it, Man, I got to about track 5, right? And that was where I had the moment where I was like, okay, the first 4 songs have all been nothing but repetition. I hated the beginning of Loose Cannons, which was just repeating that Dr. Dre sample. Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Won't you tell them what your name is? That's Kurupt.
3-4 times, yeah.
If I got the album, I know who you are, homie.
It's already the second track, too. I already heard you.
And you have Welcome Home. Just to give you an example of how sort of typical this album is, right? Because this is right in that sweet spot of, you can make gangster rap, just throw a pretty sounding woman on the hook,
Yep.
So you have this song Welcome Home where he's just yeah, we G niggas, we don't give a fuck, Daz and Kurupt. Here, tell your kids, grow the fuck up. And then the chorus is, welcome home, yeah, it's been too long, ooh, watch you. And it's just dude, this doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? You just forced this in. You have not had a conversation with this LaToya woman. You have not talked to them. All you did was just go yeah, we need to get a couple raps, put a bitch on the hook, wear the platinum CD. We all know the lyric. You know what I'm saying?
We have to tick that box.
And then, so I'm looking over this album. I was like, all right, well, let me try to find some songs that are, song titles that have piqued my interest, and maybe that'll change my mind. I see the song title, Yo Girlfriend. And I'm like, ooh, now I wonder what this song's gonna be about. Your girlfriend. Oh, man, could it be that this song is gonna be about how you need to take care of your girlfriend?
Oh,
because if
yeah.
you don't, she might find, you know what I'm saying? Listen, boy, there's some good information from a man who's made mistakes,
yeah, from a man who knows.
Yeah, is that what the song's gonna be? Of course that's not what the fucking song is about. Oh, I fucked yo bitch. Oh, man. Daz beat the cock, but you love the bitch. She be eating dicks and you kissing the bitch. Ah, look at you. Your girlfriend is a hoe. No. She's not just a hoe. She's my hoe. That's right. Oh, man. You weren't expecting that, were you? Out of nowhere. He said he was gonna fuck my bitch. Oh.
I'm gonna sing along to this.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that one before. You are changing the game. You know, I think all these rappers got it from him. You know, when you really think about it.
What album you listening to? Kurupt, The Streetz is a Mother. You mean the album that changed the game?
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Eat a dick, bitch. Eat a bowl full of shit, bitch. Munch on a mouthful of balls in halls and malls. Just shut the fuck up, bitch, and work your jaws.
At this point, we'd already had Lucinda or whatever on the album, right? It's like, I understand you need to mix it up. LaToya Williams. I got it confused with, isn't there a Lucinda Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was got that confused. How are you gonna write lyrics like that and still have, like, female artists on your album? I think you made the good point. They probably weren't ever in the fucking studio at the same damn time. I understand a paycheck's a paycheck, but why would you even be on an album with a dude that says shit like that?
I always wonder about female artists in the mid-90s, right? Like, cause there had to be that period where they walked into the studio, you know, they're just like, man, we're about to make some music, it's about to be on. And then, of course, as, you know, someone's playing back the recording, they're hearing, bitches ain't shit, fuck every single bitch, put a dick in their jaws, I don't give a fuck if you fuck bitches and they don't like it, fuck all these hoes, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be that element of just like, just keep your head down, man, just don't say anything, you know what I mean? Just deal with it. Like, you know?
I guess there isn't really too many other places to go. This is probably the best option for exposure. Getting on an album like this, more people are going to hear you, and maybe if you have an album coming out soon on the record label, then people are going to want it. But, like, people who listen to this album aren't going to check out a LaToya Williams album. You know, it's like, they probably aren't going to have much of a crossover audience anyway.
Yeah.
So, it just kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, I just picture the same thing of, like, her walking into the studio and he's like laying down the tracks that's eat a bowl of shit, bitch. Work it. Oh, hey, LaToya. Bob, eat your Oh yeah, I'm just finishing the master on this. Just have a seat. We'll get with you in a second. Eat a bowl of shit, bitch.
You really have to separate the art from the artist, you know, when you think about it. Like, what is it? Like, what is the conversation? I gotta know. Like, is it just that awkward moment where, like, they just hear the song and they just sit there and, like, the rapper who just recorded it, you know, he gets out of the studio, turns the corner, sees that there's a woman there, sitting there, listening to exactly what he just said, and he has to, like, you know, check his phone or something, or just, like, act like, you know,
just
like,
not make eye contact.
Yeah.
Is there embarrassment there? Is she in on it? Like, is she just totally cool with it? That's a possibility.
Yeah, she's like, oh man, fuck these hoes. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it is right after it. We have Hoes a Housewife.
Yeah.
And it's just like, guys, we get it. Women are not to be trusted.
You know, I think we had skipped it, but talking earlier about, like, you know, classical and all that, you gotta mention the track Trilogy, where it has that one classical sample repeating throughout the entire album because, you know, you need your classical song sample.
Oh, yeah, because Exhibit, he did the paparazzi joint, so you know you gotta have that in there.
You gotta tick that box. There's a lot of just crossing them off. Crossing off the tropes. You gotta get them all.
Oh, even the old school throwback cut they had on here with KRS-One.
Oh, fucking, that was unfortunate.
The worst song on the album.
Oh,
man,
God.
KRS-One is not helping out with his legacy right now. I understand it was freestyled, but come on, son.
98% of 90s KRS-One you could just skip right the fuck over. Isn't that like the first album, like 90-91 with the fucking 13 and Good and all that shit where it's like, I don't need any of this.
Oh yeah.
or no, like the first one. Well, no,
that's early 90s. That's early 90s.
Yeah,
though.
and then you got the fucking Ding Dong song. It's like, I don't need any of this.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking shit.
And, we gotta talk about calling out names.
Oh, yeah.
Officially. So, I feel like this is literally the only reason this album was made. I'm gonna hazard it on a guess because it's like, I know they weren't expecting, Welcome Home to be the big hit single. Like, that's the best they could have done for this, but it wasn't gonna pop like that.
Right.
So I honestly feel like the main reason why this got the push that it ended up getting to the point that it did was because here we have a song that literally called out rappers' names. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, we'd had lots of little sneak disses from rappers before, and we've even had, full out diss tracks towards specific people. But like, this was like a diss track to like, it felt like the entire industry, It's not that good of a diss track. Like, okay, so it starts off, he's saying, niggas with hepatitis, unauthorized, hard to move arthritis, infected, selected, neglected, ejected. And next time, first of all, again, we got the lyrical miracle sort of stuff going on, you know what I mean? The thing, what he was saying was like, oh man, you think these niggas is real, but there's niggas out here with hepatitis, there's niggas with arthritis and all this type of shit. You think they're hardcore, but you see how human they really are. I get that. You could have just made a song in general about how, hey, rappers aren't what they're cracked up to be. People are like that,
Yeah.
But that's not what the song is supposed to be. No. This song, it's a diss track to DMX, Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, Foxy Brown, all these cats, He's not afraid to say the names. But the problem with it is, we have to come back to the reason, like, okay, why is this beef happening, right?
Yeah.
Because, what's his name? Another person also did, like, a diss track. A dude who works with Immortal Technique.
Diabolic.
Yeah.
I was thinking that same song, man, where he just lists off names of people he has no reason beefing with. It just seems like he's just doing that to get his own clout up.
But when you listen to him, every line, he was saying something to somebody.
It was very specific, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you, this is your problem. You, this is your problem. But with this song, so we have the first 4 lines, which is lyrical miracle stuff where he doesn't specifically mention anybody. So, and then it's maybe about like 8 lines in until he finally says someone's name. Now, if I'm going into this and someone told me, ooh, this is the track where people get called out, we're already 30 seconds in and I'm like, who is the person he's calling out? I'm gonna start calling y'all bitch niggas by name. Motherfuck D, motherfuck M, only X I know is Exhibit or RBX. Extraordinary. I don't know why he said it. Like, I thought that maybe that was a rapper that I didn't know, but it was like, no, he was just like, only X I know is Exhibit and RBX. Extraordinary. And then he goes, you trying to snatch my bitch, you could have the bitch. 2 bitches getting rich, just come to the West Coast and get stripped down. Now, what I can infer from this is that, did DMX try to take his girlfriend? Is that why this beef is happening? Because what he's saying is, trying to snatch my bitch, you can have the bitch. 2 bitches getting rich just to come to the West Coast and get stripped down, beat to death and stripped all over a bitch. It's kind of convoluted. Like, I'm not sure, like, wait, because I heard that you're trying to snatch my bitch. You can have the bitch. Wait, 2 bitches getting rich? And then come to the wait, why did come to the West Coast to get rich? Wait. You know what I'm saying? You see how they're already clouding what he's trying to say. If you're making a beef record, I'm assuming you have something on your chest that you definitively need to get off. And if that's the case, you're going to say, fuck him, because he did this. And then it's like, now it's 50 MCs that ain't worth shit. Okay, so is he talking about 50s? Get your ass beat 50 times. Beat to 10 cent. And it's like, all right, well, you did the wordplay before I even knew who you were talking about. I love New York, but the niggas that represent y'all ain't shit, New York. And so it's like, oh, so he's making it clear. He's not beefing with New York. This isn't like East Coast versus West Coast.
Yeah.
Which you already know has been a pretty big thing, so it already seems like a bad idea to put out a song like this anyway. Mm-hmm. They acting like a bitch, New York. Buckshot, Noriega, Jigga. And you're like, oh, what? Mm. And then he goes, they're cool. I'm like, oh, all right. And then Cannabis, Wu-Tang, they're cool. Like, oh. But it's like, okay, so far the only person I've definitively heard that you don't like is DMX and maybe 50 Cent. Uh-huh. And then you just named like 5 people that you're cool with. So this already doesn't work as a diss song. Like, Def Jam, the entire Def Jam is cool. And the entire Def Squad is cool. But fuck Ja Rule. And it's like, Well, then just say fuck Ja Rule then. Why are you trying to, like, you know, if this is supposed to be like, I'm making this song, like, why are you covering your bases? Like, I thought you're angry. Like, say the angry shit. And maybe at the end you can be like, now I'm cool with all these dudes, but my point is fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, get the anger out so it gets people's ears, right? And then at the end you'd be like, all right, now let me clarify. This is who I'm talking about. And don't try to get it confused. But it's just like, this already kind of shoots itself in the foot because I'm already not with the energy. You know what I'm trying to say?
It almost ends up looking like you're afraid that these people are gonna take offense. So you're wanting to, like, preemptively be like, well, hey, I don't want beef with these people. Just letting you know, I'm going with you guys. It's this person over here, this fucker I don't like.
And if you're more concerned with that, then maybe you just shouldn't be making this song at all.
Maybe this isn't for you. Yeah.
And then also he says, like, oh man, I'm calling out names. So this song's called Calling Out Names. Mm-hmm. And so far, he has said more names of people that he doesn't have beef with than he has said of people that he does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, I know that you don't have beef with Exhibit or RBX or Buckshot and Noriega and Jigga and Cannabis and all of the Wu-Tang Clan and Def Squad and Def Jam.
Yeah.
But you kind of have a problem with Ja Rule for reasons that you don't want to say. I don't know why this beef is happening right now. Only thing I have to go off is the information that you told me. And if all you're telling me is that Irv Gotti tried to sign my friend, what does that matter? Someone tried to give you a business opportunity? Or was there shade with it? Were they trying to diss you by saying, like, oh, y'all ain't get money, so you should sign with us? Like, is that what it is? Because if you're not saying it, if you're not giving us the detail that helps us fill out and be like, oh, that's why we should be on your side. What it just sounds like is, someone tried to sign you and you got angry about that for some reason? No, someone tried to sign your friend and you got angry about that for some reason. Now, if it didn't say your name, then this ain't for you. But if you try to speak, then I'll peel this paint for you. So he's basically saying, like, this is just a weird, like, this is a guy who's really in his head, right? He knows why he's angry at all of these people.
Yeah.
To him, this is all completely justified. You know? Oh man, if you don't know what's going on, then shut the fuck up. But it's just like, but you released a song for public consumption.
Yeah.
So we have to know why you're doing this. And if you don't have a reason, then it just feels like you're just lashing out at people for no reason, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, what does he say? He says, I cause brain tumors thinking of a thought to think, letting off calibers till the chamber needs to be changed. That didn't even rhyme. Like, but I cause brain tumors thinking of a thought to think.
That could be one of the dumbest lines I've ever heard.
That, again, it's not as cool as what he thinks it sounds like.
No.
Like, he thought that was like, oh man, I cause brain tumors because I be working so hard. But honestly, that sounds like someone who's just like, it's so hard for me to come up with ideas. I got a brain tumor before I came up with an actual thought. Anyway, yeah, overall for this album, I would give it maybe a generous 2.
I'm gonna give it the 3.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was enjoyable enough that it held my attention. But it's just average. It's painfully average. But yeah. I think the songs do enough that it just passes. So yeah. I'm not gonna listen to it again though. Like,
yeah, I'm very possibly not listening to any of these songs again. They all contain the same sort of lyrical miracle stuff. They all contain that same mentality of late 90s rappers, which is homophobic, you know, sexist to the nth degree because they think no one's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's only guys listening to this anyway. No one cares, you know. And then, of course, we got to talk about Welcome Home, where you had that lyric, dipping and hitting switches, I'm a hop. Don't do shit but hop. Pancake. Let the 4 drop. Nigga hop. Stop. Pull out your pistol and then pop. Hit him 2 times till he drop. When I hop. It's like, how many times, like, is this the Easter Bunny? Why is this man hopping so much?
He's hopping mad, dude.
Tell him why you hopping mad, bro.
That about wraps it up for this week's episode of the Going Off podcast. Thank you very much for checking us out as usual. But if this is your first time checking us out and you liked what you heard, check out all of our old episodes on SoundCloud and iTunes. Just search Goin' Off Podcast as GOIN' off podcast. Follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, check us out on Patreon if you have an album that you would like to request, and until next time, for the Going Off podcast, I'm Muse.
And I'm the Rap Critic, and we're calling out names for all these punk motherfucking rappers today who are not spitting that real shit.
Here we go.
Yeah. Not Kendrick, though. Not J. Cole, you know, because he's kind of cool.
Duckwrth?
No, they had a pretty good album. Not Cardi
that's
B,
right.
because
No.
you know, the album was kind of okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say Migos, because I feel like they're, I feel like they can come, with it every now and then when they want to.
Maybe.
It happens.
Amine, no. Brockhampton,
no. They're all cool. They're good.
Danny
good.
Brown,
you're
cool.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, you're cool.
Yeah, he did it. Lil Yachty.
Oh
boy. You better look out, Lil Yachty.
Lil Boat.
We called out your name. Ooh, boy. We're not afraid. The bad boys of podcast taking down the entire industry. Anyone who's spitting some whack shit, as long as it's Lil Yachty.
Oh, Lil Yachty. We got your number, Lil Boat.
About to sink your ass.
Oh, fuck.
Iceberg full of head on your ass.
Oh, shit.
Man, the lifeboats, bitch.